Did you know that according to some people online, autistic people cannot lie? To which I would say, what's autistic masking all about then? So I'm a late diagnosed autistic adult and I have been masking throughout my whole life. And it started in early childhood because I was able to deduce that I was very different from other children pretty early into my childhood. So I had to develop ways or a strategy to try and mimic others' behaviours, really, in the hope of being like them and being accepted by them. It never fully worked, however, because of course it's really difficult to hide all of our autistic traits. But I began to almost build a kind of new personality, really, and it involved a lot of observing other children to find out what motivated them, to find out what they were interested in, so that I could assure them that their interests were my interests too. But of course, this was only ever at a superficial level because I wasn't really interested in these things. But through all of this, my years, decades, lifetime of lying through autistic masking had begun. As a child, I had two accents, Scottish at home and English at school, and I'd lie about how normal my family were. I would talk about them in very similar ways to children at school and how they talked about their families and their parents, who seemed to me just oh so normal. I'd lie about my dad's alcoholism. I'd lie about my mum's mental health issues. Nobody came to my house anyway, so they wouldn't know otherwise. As I got older, I started to attend job interviews, and I would always lie about how much I was interested in the job and how much I wanted it, when in reality it was only a means to an end. To my colleagues, I'd lie about how I'd spend my weekends doing interesting things, when really many weekends were spent in bed, feeling exhausted, burnt out, and dreading Monday. I'd lie to friends and acquaintances for similar reasons. Sorry, I can't come out tonight. I'm feeling really poorly. I think I might have picked up a bug. I, of course, hadn't. I just needed some time on my own, away from people, because I just felt overwhelmed and exhausted. I'd lie about how much I loved hot weather. Well, everybody else seemed to love that sensation of acid hitting their skin, so I should probably say the same, and sometimes go on hot holidays too. I'd lie about the state of my mental health. I'd lie about the deepest and darkest depressions I had because I was phobic about being institutionalised. I'd lie through the act of fawning. I'd give compliments to people who I felt scared of in some way. It could be a boss, perhaps it was a child at school, because I thought if I offered them compliments or boosted their self-esteem, then perhaps I might be left alone or treated better somehow. But of course, this rarely worked. So, yes, there you have it. I'm an autistic person who has lied and lied extensively through my life through the act of autistic masking. And I guess in the grand scheme of things, these were all white lies, but the purpose of them was for others to alter their perception of me and my life so that I could feel more accepted and feel less alienated. And for those of us who are high masking autistic people, I don't think the act of masking is possible without lying to some degree. Yes, it may well be deflection, but through that deflection, we are still hiding ourselves underneath. So there is at some level some lying going on. So, yes, I think it's fairly safe to say that some autistic people can and do lie through the acts of autistic masking, because I'm one of them. I'd love to know your thoughts down in comments too. So I think that's going to be it for today. So thank you for watching. Give it a like if you got this far, and I'll see you again soon.